Okay, welcome to the stream and chat. We're going to have a look at Infocom's Sorcerer.
Welcome to the stream.
And I'm also kind of testing out if my present internet plan can handle this, can actually handle this quality. Sorry, this is a 360p stream, but I think with the subject matter, that's going to be okay. I will be playing this in cool retro term using frauds. But first, let's go ahead and have a look at the manual. And there's a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of, you get to getting you into the atmosphere, popular enchanting. Belboz at 200. His retirement in his future. And I haven't played this in a while, so I'm kind of going in this blind, gazing into the orb, blah, blah, blah. So there's all kinds of stuff here that's kind of to get you into this world that we're getting ready to dive into in this text adventure. And I probably should read all this because it probably has some kind of bearing on the there's probably some hints in here, but here we are, the actual instructions. You don't get much. Welcome to the world of the Enchanter Saga, a world where magic is commonplace, a world where guilds of professional magic users spend their lifetimes mastering the intricacies of thaumaturgy, a world where great forces of evil must constantly be held at bay. Now, this is the second game in the Enchanter series. I do have a playthrough of Enchanter on my channel in the Infocom and Other Text Adventures playlist. In your late youth, you left home to join the Guild of Enchanters. After years of schooling, you achieved the rank of Apprentice Enchanter. In fulfillment of an ancient prophecy, you were sent to find Krill, an evil warlock who had loosed a pestilence upon the land, and who threatened the very existence of the Circle of Enchanters. Only someone guileless and inexperienced in the ways of magic could slip into Krill's realm unnoticed. And Enchanter is actually a pretty fun game. By defeating Krill, you earned a seat on the Circle of Enchanters, sitting at the right hand of your mentor, the leader of the guild, Belboz, the Necromancer. Several years have passed, and you have grown very close to Belboz as you studied under his tutelage, learning the ways of magic from one of the world's most learned practitioners. But lately, Belboz has seemed troubled, preoccupied, withdrawn. Small things only a friend would notice. You have even heard frightening noises coming from his chamber, and the voices of conversation while Belboz was supposedly alone. His temper has seemed short the last few days, and the look in his eyes could send shivers down your back. Could some evil spirit be at work here? You are sleepless from worry. Belboz is possibly the most powerful enchanter in the kingdom. If his powers were used by the forces of darkness instead of the forces of light, who knows what would result? And now, unbeknownst to you, Belboz has vanished. Alright, so let's go ahead and overview, blah, blah, blah. Let's look at spell casting is what we need to. Tips for novices. Communicating with Sorcerer. Okay, so that tells you basically how to do this. And that and the other basic. Oh, here we are, spell casting. So you have a personal spell book in which you record your spells you are capable of using. Your book contains a few spells before the story begins. Others may be added during your travels. You may find spell scrolls here and there. These are extremely valuable objects. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, you may write newly found spells into your spell book by using the Nusto spell, Write Magic, which you learned earlier in your career. And, let's see here. I'll be right back, which I'm not going anywhere, but, alright, let's go back to... Alright, sorry about that. So we know the Nusto spell. Before a spell in your book can actually be used, it must be memorized. Only a small number of spells may be memorized at one time. Alright. The spells command lets you know which spells are memorized. And once you cast it, you forget it, you must relearn. So if you want to cast a spell twice, you have to learn it twice. And you can only hold so many spells in your head. It seems like I know something besides the Nusto. Oh well. Starting and stopping. Yeah, I got all that. Important commands. Oh, verbose. We're going to do that right away. Alright, so. Oh. Okay, so we're going to need the Infotator later on. It's kind of their copy protection, but let's go ahead and see how this starts. Twisted Forest. You are in a strange location, but you cannot remember how you got here. Everything is hazy, as though viewed through a gauze. You're on a path through a blighted forest. The trees are sickly, and there is no undergrowth at all. One tree here looks climbable. The path, which ends here, continues to the northeast. A hellhound is racing straight toward you, its open jaws displaying rows of razor-sharp teeth. Can we climb tree? Okay. You are on a large gnarled branch of an old and twisted tree. A giant boa constrictor is slithering along the branch toward you. The hellhound leaps madly at the base of the tree, gnashing its jaws. Alright, let's try spells and see what we know here, if anything. The Nusto, Rezrov, and Frotz spells are yours forever. Other than that, you have no spells memorized. The snake begins wrapping itself around your torso, squeezing the life out of you, and a moment later, you wake up in a cold sweat and realize you've been dreaming. Okay, so here's we are. Your Frotz spell seems to have worn off during the night, and it is now pitch black. So, I think Frotz in this game is, and we're not going to be able to read the book because, oh, we can read the book. Frotz is something, it's caused something to give off light. Resrov, okay. Yeoman. So let's Frot's book. There's a reason that you might not want to Frot yourself. And then our book will be our light source. Alright, so now we can see. Your quarters in the bed. Oh, there's almost blinding flash of light as the spellbook begins to glow. It slowly fades to a less painful level, but the spellbook is now quite usable as a light source. So this is your chamber in the hall of the Guild of Enchanters, with a doorway to the west. A private chamber is a great privilege, especially for an enchanter as young as yourself. But how many enchanters can say they defeated the infamous Krill? Alright, so let's, can we stand? Yep. Alright, look. Oh wait, verbose. Maximum verbosity. So we got a bed. Is that all we're going to tell us? Can we look under the bed? Nope. Alright, nothing but dust under the bed. Let's go west. Hallway. Rooms lie to the east and west from this north-south corridor. A heavy wooden door, currently closed, leads north. Tacked to the doorframe of your room is a note, hurriedly scribbled on parchment. Get note, comma, read note. What? Was I supposed to... Oh, I was supposed to use a period. There we go. Put two commands in one line. I have taken the apprentices into town to shop for the guild picnic. I tried rousing you, but you seemed deep asleep. By the way, have you seen Bellboz anywhere? It's not like him to leave without telling someone, but then he's been acting pretty loud of late. Frobar. Alright, so another wizard's taking the apprentices into town. So let's go, keep going west and see what we see. Bellboz's quarters. The personal chamber of Bellboz, who presides over the circle of enchanters, is appointed with a beautiful woven wall hanging, an exotic morgia plant, and a wide dark wood desk, crafted by the artisans of Girth. The hallway lies to the east. Pacing back and forth on a perch in the corner is Bellboz's prized pet parrot, native to the jungles of Misnia. Squawk! Where did I leave my spectacles? Squawk! Alright, so let's examine desk. Open drawer. The desk has one drawer, which is closed. Aha. Opening the desk drawer reveals a teeny box, an infotator, and a journal. And meanwhile, this parrot's going off. Bellboz, the circle is waiting for you. Squawk. This tea is cold. Give me another cup. Squawk. Alright, so let's get the journal. Read journal. It's closed and sealed with a rock. Aha. Resrov journal. The journal seems to bear a spell, protecting it against the simple Resrov spell. Okay, so we can't open the book with the Resrov spell. Well, let's get the other stuff. Whoops. And box. Now that's interesting, what this bird says this time. You should never have let your mind shield... Try this again. You should never have let down your mind shield, you dodgering old enchanter. Squawk, that don't sound good. That don't sound good at all. Well. Oh, and by the way, I did go ahead and download the map while I was at it. So, right now we're in Belboz's quarters. So, let's examine the box. There's a writing on the lid of the box. The closer this amulet is to its owner, the brighter it may glow. I'll deal for leaving with your loved ones if you go on a long and hazardous journey. This amulet is sensitized to Belboz the Necromancer, another fine product of the Frobozz Magic Amulet Company. Let's wear that thing. And then we'll examine... What? Oh, because it's in the box. Oh, open box. Do I got... Oh, now let's try wear amulet. Oh, well, let's examine it first. Examine... Amulet. Oh, polybar on a cracker. A blue jewel hangs from the long golden chain. The jewel is dark. Let's wear it, and we won't have to carry it. I'm now wearing the magic amulet. Alright. Hey, I scored 5 points somehow. Examine hanging. I'm getting hungry and thirsty. That's not good. Let's look behind hanging. Can we do that? We can. And we found a key. Let's see if we can unlock the journal. You must have had a silliness spell cast upon you. What the heck? And inventory. Now where can I hide this key, Squawk? What's in our book now that... Nusto, Veza, view the future, pulver, cause liquids to become tri, Izyuk, fly like a bird, Yeoman, mind probe, Rezrov, and Frauds. Okay, and what spells do I have memorized? None. Alright, let's go back into the hallway. Open this door. And go north. This is the meeting place of the Circle of Enchanters. Oh, the meeting place of the Circle of Enchanters is a large round room with a high dome ceiling. A table occupies the center of the room. Engraved on the wall is a list of tenants, the guild's code of honor. The only door at the southmost point of the perimeter is open. Let's examine table. Alright, I guess we'll go south. South again. Rooms lie to the east and west from this north-south corridor. Let's try east. The room of Frobar. Alright. Uh-oh, I'm getting thirsty. West. West again. Helistars. Alright, get scroll. Examine scroll. Gasper spell. Provide for your own resurrection. Something tells me, but we'll try. I think this is how you do it. Okay. Okay, that did work. I could actually write the Gaspar spell into my spell book. Sometimes they're too powerful. Your spellbook begins to glow softly, slowly, ornately. The words of the Gaspar spell are inscribed, glowing even more brightly than the book itself. The book's brightness fades, but the spell remains. However, the scroll it was written on vanishes as the last word is copied. So I added a scroll. So we've gone east and west, so let's go south some more. You are now quite hungry. Hey, K2J Extreme, welcome to the... I'm all tongue-twisted. K2J Extreme, welcome, welcome. Man, I haven't played this in so long, I'm kind of lost, and I'm just testing out, how this stream goes. I might just have to start uploading, we'll see. This is the entrance lobby of the guild hall, befitting the status and wealth of the guild. The lobby is... Let me look at the map real quick. Okay. So I'm in the lobby now. I got the shiny scroll. Okay. This is the entrance lobby of the guild hall, befitting the status and wealth of the guild. The lobby is finished with polished Antherian marble, inlaid with intricate patterns of silver leaf. To the north is a wide arch, and smaller openings flank the area on the eastern and western sides, as well as the northeastern and northwestern corners. A narrow stair leads down to another arch to the south. You can see the entrance steps and the main road into town. Affixed to the southern arch is an ornate brass receptacle intended for use by messengers. Let's examine this journal again. And I do have a playthrough of Enchanter, the game before this one, on my Examine Lock. Unlock journal. Oh, come. There, now is it spelled right? With the small key. So why didn't that work before? Didn't I try that? I'm confused. What the frick? So I don't know how to get this journal open. Alright, so let's check the map. Well, let's go look. Let's look again. There is the brass receptacle, so let's do that. I do remember there's something you have to put in here and get. And you only have so many turns to do it. And you can't win the game if you miss it, which it's probably... I think we're probably there. But like I said, I'm just looking around at the moment, trying to get a feel of it. Alright. So let's go ahead and go... Should we check out the storeroom or the library first? Or maybe the cellar. Let's go down to the cellar. You are in the basement of the guild hall. A steep, narrow stair leads upward from the southwest corner. At the far end of the cellar, draped in cobwebs, is a large trunk. At each corner of its lid is a button, a black button, a gray button. Okay, this is what we need the infotator for. And to get the color code, we got to press these buttons in. But I don't even know. But we don't know what... But we're not sure what creature we're going to look up in the infotator yet. So let's go up. Oh, go to the library first. This is a study chamber for members of the guild. Usually, there would be several elder enchanters patiently training novices. But no one is here at the moment. The only exit is west. Lying open on a stand in one corner is a heavy volume. Probably a copy of Encyclopedia Frabasica. The servants have been lax lately, for a scroll is lying among the dust in the corner. Let's see what we got here. And I'm getting hungry and thirsty. Meef. Cause plants to wilt. Let's musto that one. Okay, that's in my spell book. What else do we got in here? Examine. Frabisica. The volume lies open to an entry about the glass maze of King Duncanthrax. According to the article, Duncanthrax built a glass maze on a whim to amuse his friends and torture his enemies. A labyrinth of 27 cubicles. It was full of devilish pitfalls and was located near his castle, Egreth. You could probably read about all sorts of... Let's go look up Bellboz. See if that works. That does work. There is a small entry about Bellboz, mentioning that he is the guildmaster of the Untitled Chapter of the Guild of Enchanters and has served 3 terms as kingdom-wide secretary of the guild. Huh. Alright, west. West. A calendar providing light. Now that is interesting. Let's read the vial. Obviate need for food or drink. Get vial. Open vial. drink potion. You no longer, the potion was completely tasteless. You no longer feel hungry and thirsty, though. Hi, Retro Engine. Welcome to the stream. Have you played Enchanter? And how's the stream look? I'm kind of stuck at 360p right now. But it looks like we're doing all right. And there's Captain Cockney Spock with the popcorn. All right, so we don't have to worry about food or drink anymore. Now, what do we got here? Examine the calendar. Shows many and bears many stunning pictures. Goo 957 Goo. Great Underground Empire. That's what Goo stands for. Well, thank you. That's good to hear. I thought that for this kind of content, I thought 360p would be plenty good. Welcome, Captain Cockney Spock. Bears many stunning pictures, marble mines, the sand dunes of Kalali, ancient Fort Griffspitter, and the giant infotator factories of Borfi. Best wishes for a leakless year from the Plumbers Guild. Let's read the matchbook. Oh boy. Amazing Vilstew Potion. Get by without breathing. Amaze your friends. Be the first on the block to own some. Order today by dropping this in any mailbox. Our shipping department will use the latest in temporal travel techniques to ensure that your potion arrives the same day you order it. Orders received before noon will arrive the day before you order. These are pretty cool games. I think there's a time travel thing in this game too, if I don't remember right. If I don't remember properly, but in Zork 3, Captain Cockney Spock, which I have playthroughs for the Zork 1 through 3 on my channel. There's some pretty neat time travel stuff in Zork 3. I think there's some stuff in here too, but I can't remember. It's been forever since I played this. Orders received before noon will arrive the day before you order. So anyway, let's read this again. Order today by dropping this in any mailbox. Our shipping department will use the latest in temporal travel techniques to ensure that your potion arrives the same day you order it. Orders received before noon will arrive the day before you order. So I'm pretty sure I missed my chance to get this potion. So when I restart, I'll have to remember that. But right now, I'm just looking around and getting a feel of the game because it's been a while. Let's make sure we took it. Yep, a depleted matchbook. Alright, so let's check our map. And normally you would have to make a map. Where are we at anyway? Storeroom. And if you should go through the hassle of making your own map, but at this point, so let's go ahead and put the matchbook in the. We still don't know what. I still don't know what creature to look up on the infotator, so I don't know how to open this cellar or this trunk down here in this cellar. But No, well, you'll need pen and paper to write notes to figure out the puzzles. They're pretty good old games. Make you think. Yeah, so let's go ahead and put the matchbook in the mailbox, but I'm pretty sure that I went ahead. I've been messing around too long, so it's west. What? East, dummy. Put matchbook in receptacle. Close receptacle. Okay. Right, it is a bit windy here today. It's horrid. And I do have plans to build a wind turbine. I've actually got half the rotor built. Shit, I think I need about like $200 worth of magnets and like another $100 worth of enameled wire to make the low RPM alternator I want to custom make. Speaking of Atal, I do have the Infocom version of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy in my Infocom playlist also. And I don't know. I know. See, I've already messed up. I know that because I didn't figure out. I can't figure out how to open this journal. Let's check my spell book. We know that the Rezrov spell didn't work. I wonder what happens if I meet Belboz's plant. Well, for now, I guess we'll go out into the town and see what happens. A teeny warning nymph appears, floating in the air next to your ear. There's no one else here, it reminds you. So you better not leave. Just now. Bye. So we're still in the lobby. Huh. Oh yes. Actually the Hitchhiker's the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, I'm not sure, but that's the one thing. Such as Zork 1's considered very hard, but it's not really that hard, but it is easy to get the game into an unwinnable state. As for Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, I think you can, the way it works, and I could be wrong on this, but, oh yeah, this game, I think I'm already in an unwinnable state, because I think I was too late in putting the matchbox in the receptacle to get the, potion that I'm supposed to be getting. Jesus Christ, the wind. And of course you wouldn't know that till later on. So I can't leave yet. What the frick? Let's learn the Meef spell. And just for shits and grins, up north. I'm beginning to tire. So I gotta sleep in this game. Is this Belboz's? Nope. Let's go to Belboz's quarters. Let's meet this plant and see what happens. I don't know. I'm just trying things now. The Morgia plant, particularly susceptible to the leaf spell, shrivels up and vanishes. It sure did. I like them. I tried to get back into it with a game I played before, one of the newer ones, Babel, and I just couldn't get into it the second time. But these old Infocom games, and I'm sure I should not have done what I just did, but. Let's see what this wall hanging looks like. I wonder if that's our clue. Amithrodonis. So let's go back to the cellar. Down. And go to our infotator. This was copy protection in the game. And what was the frickin' name of that frickin' thing we're looking at? Is it even going to be here? No. Huh. Because somewhere there's the, can I scroll up in cool retro term? No, don't look like it. Alright. Up. I don't know how to open his journal. North. Whoops. Examine parrot. See nothing special. We do have a clue here about Belbaz letting down his mind shield, which does not sound like a good situation at all. Read this, examine this hanging again. Oh, I thought I was closer. So an Amithrodonis is not on the list on the infotator thing. Huh. Because that was their brand of copy protection back there, and somewhere we'll look these up. We'll figure out which one of these to look up and get the sequence of which order to push the buttons in to open that chest. And that was their copy protection back then. And so, but I haven't even got that far. What am I carrying? What? What the frick? So if you don't... There's an example of these games being buggy. Because I was trying to unlock it with the key, and that didn't work, and it thought I was trying to use magic. And this was even like revision 15 or something. Okay, so I know that now for when I restart. So it just didn't like my syntax. And how much time did I waste trying to unlock this? I knew I had the key to open it. I couldn't figure out because, like... But anyway, let's read it. You skim through the pages, a combination diary and notebook. Most of the notations written in Belboss's familiar flowing script deal with meetings of circle and business of the guild. There is one interesting entry toward the end of the book. Belboss refers to an ancient and evil force simply known as GR, a demon whose powers could endanger the circle and possibly the entire kingdom. He has decided to conduct some dangerous exploratory experiments, operating alone to shield the circle from the perils involved. Current code Bloodworm. There we go. The last 3 entries are strange and frightening. Written in a hand quite different from that of Belboss, and in a language totally unfamiliar to you. The inside cover is an inscription written in a light script which reads, Current code Bloodworm. So that's what I gotta look up. Alright, let's check the chat here real quick. Sorry about that, fellers. Actually, I do remember. And it's real early in the game on Planetfall. There's something very, very early on in the game that you can not do. And it makes the game unwinnable. And you don't know it till you're like almost at the end. So they're kind of mean like that, but the old Infocom games. So south, down, and we're looking Bloodworm. So for Bloodworm, it's white, gray, black, red, black. White, gray, black, red, black. So let's try that. Push white button, push gray button, push black button. I'm probably just going to have to sleep. What was I got distracted already. White, gray, black. Alright. Probably... Oh. And then what was the next 2? Red and then black again. Alright. Alright. And... Alright, that opens it. Boom chakalaka. Moldy scroll. Read scroll. Uh-huh. The spell seems very long and extremely complicated, so we probably can't nusto this one, but let's try it. Oh, get scroll. You're holding too many things already, and I'm dead tired. What just happens if I sleep on the floor here? You drift off to sleep and dream of distant Cavalli Desert. Waves of heat from the sand make breathing hard, and the bright sunlight burns against your eyelids. Suddenly you awake. The guild hall is on fire. Through the thick smoke you see Belboz standing before you. But no, this could not be Belboz. His face, an unrecognizable mask of hatred. His outstretched arms dripping with blood. He who is not Belboz speaks, in a voice filled with malevolence. So, you are the young enchanter that Belboz thinks so highly of. That senile wizard thought you would be the one to rescue him from my clutches? I wonder why I bothered to come at all. An insect like you poses no threat. Still, he gestures, and your surroundings change. Chamber of Living Death. The very walls of this room seem to soak up all light, so it seems as though you're floating in the center of an infinite void. Hideous parasites descend upon you and tear the flesh from your bones, gnaw the eyes from your sockets, and feast upon your very brain tissue. Amazingly, you do not die, and your body regenerates itself as you await the next attack. What? Your agony is too great to concentrate on such an action. Hideous parasites descend upon you and tear flesh from your bones. Blah, 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 blah. What the frick? What is this? The Chamber of Living? Is this on the map? Can I find this anywhere on the map? Chamber of Living. And here's a reason that you should make your own map, because I'm trying to cheat with the map now because I didn't have to draw my own. I think I just screwed up. Alright, I'm not seeing, let's see here. I'm not seeing it. Oh, there we are. Chamber. It looks like it's a one-way. Well, the only thing I know how to do is aim fizz. Was that how you spelled it? Am I sleeping? Am I really just stuck here over and over again? Huh. Well, I'm going to go ahead and quit. I'm a parlor magician. Your score is 65 of a possible 400 and 168 moves. This puts you in the class of parlor magician. Do you wish to leave the game? Yep. Alright. So, this has been about an hour. We just got an introduction to the game. I will go ahead and see what the quality of this looks like on the replay, and if it's good, I'll come back and do this again this evening, and we'll start over and try to get to a save point before we get ourselves killed. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. And anyone's familiar with this game, feel free to help me in the chat. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.